Clu Gulager is an American television and film actor and director, particularly noted for his co-starring role as William H. Bonney in the 1960-1962 NBC television series The Tall Man, and for his role as Emmett Riker in another NBC Western series, The Virginian. He also appeared in Peter Bogdanovich's The Last Picture Show and the racing film Winning, with Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward. Gulager was the protagonist Bert Wilson in the cult horror film The Return of the Living Dead, starred in MCQ with John Wayne, and in director Don Siegel's The Killers with Lee Marvin, Ronald Reagan and Angie Dickinson. Gulager's short film Mayday with the Boys was nominated for the prestigious Palme d'Or for Best Short Film at the 1969 Cannes Film Festival. Early life. Gulager was born William Martin Gulager in Holdenville in Hughes County in east-central Oklahoma, the son of John Gulager, a cowboy entertainer. Through his paternal grandmother, Gulager was a cousin of the Western entertainer Will Rogers. From 1946 to 1948, Gulager served in the United States Marine Corps. He has Cherokee Native American ancestry. His nickname was given to him by his father for the Clu birds that were nesting at the Gulager home at the time Clu was born. After attending Northeastern State University in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, Gulager transferred to Baptist-affiliated Baylor University in Waco, Texas. Acting career. In 1958, Clu Gulager appeared as Roy Carter in the episode The Return of Roy Carter, in the Western television series Have Gun Will Travel starring Richard Boone. In the spring of 1959, Gulager appeared as Tommy Pavlock in the episode The Immigrant of NBC's series The Lawless Years, a 1920s crime drama. In the fall of 1959, he appeared in the episode The Temple of the Swinging Doll of NBC's short-lived espionage drama Five Fingers, starring David Hedson. On June 3, 1959, Gulager guest-starred as the unscrupulous photographer Elliot Garrison in The Andrew Hale Story on NBC's Wagon Train, with John McIntyre in the lead in this episode before he was named 2 years later as Ward Bond's successor on the popular series. This Andrew Hale is a minister mistakenly on the run who is found dying on the desert. He soon displays great knowledge of healing and spiritual matters and restores the faith of many on the wagon train. James Bestall also appears in this episode in the role of Garth English. On October 11, 1959, Gulager appeared as a U.S. Navy sailor in the Appointment at 11 episode of Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and again as an escaped convict in Pen Pal on November 1, 1960. On The Untouchables, he played the role of vicious mob killer Vincent "Mad Dog" Carl. Gulager was hailed for his utterly chilling performance as the psychopathic Carl. Late in 1959, Gulager was cast as Bo Chandler in the episode Jesse Quinn of the NBC Western series Riverboat, starring Darren McGavin and Burt Reynolds. The episode is a tale of intrigue involving the Texas Revolution. Captain Holden attempts to send weapons to Sam Houston, but forces of Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna in Mexico threaten to blow up Holden's vessel, the Enterprise. Mercedes McCambridge is cast in the title role, with Kevin Hagen as John Hollister. From 1960 to 1962, Gulager played Billy the Kid in The Tall Man opposite Barry Sullivan as Sheriff Pat Garrett. The episodes portray Billy as a sympathetic character without resorting to the misunderstood young man theme used in such films as The Outlaw and The Left-Handed Gun. In 1961, Gulager guest-starred on another NBC Western, Whispering Smith, Audie Murphy's only attempt at series television. Gulager portrayed Deputy Sheriff Emmett Riker from 1964 to 1968 on The Virginian, the 90-minute Western series in which he starred with James Drury, Doug McClure, Lee J. Cobb, Roberta Shaw, Randy Boone, Gary Clark and Diane Rota. Gulager appeared more than 60 times in other roles in film and television, including the film-winning and the CBS series 3 for the Road. He also appeared several times on NBC's Bonanza. He starred with Lee Marvin, Ronald Reagan, and Angie Dickinson in the 1964 version of The Killers. Gulager is the father of film director John Gulager. His wife, actress Miriam Byrd Nethery, died in Los Angeles in 2003. He appeared notably in The Last Picture Show, along with Sybil Shepherd and Ellen Burstyn. In 1977, long after his role on The Virginian, he appeared in Rod Taylor's unsuccessful NBC Western series, The Oregon Trail. In the episode, The Army Deserter, he appeared in his son John Gulager's Feast series of films as a shotgun-toting bartender and will have a role in Piranha 3D. He was also a featured player in director John Landis's darkly comedic 1985 film noir satire, Into the Night, a film rife with insider Hollywood cameos. As an FBI agent, courier of a cache of clandestine funds, which he grudgingly delivers to secure the safety of the film's two romantic leads. In an example of the film's dry humor, their characters find they are not in a position to object as the agent. Courier angrily pilfers as many packets of bills from the treasure trove as he can resentfully stuff into his pockets in plain sight of them, before leaving the bewildered pair in a huff. He was cast as Bert Wilson in the Dan O'Bannon-directed 1985 cult classic, The Return of the Living Dead. Acting credits, awards and nominations: The Virginian Bronze Wrangler Award for Best Fictional Television Drama Ensemble Cast. A Day with the Boys nominated Palme d'Or, Cannes Film Festival, Best Short Film. Hunter's Blood nominated Saturn Award, Best Supporting Actor.